Hello, guys, and welcome to the first edition of Wrestler Spotlight. I'm your host, Carissa, and I have the honor and the privilege to interview somebody that I've watched on TV for so long now. He is currently one half of the MLW Tag Team Champions, and he's also one half of the IWA Puerto Rico Tag Team Champions. You can watch him on Major League Wrestling. He is the radioactive poppy, Danny Limelight. Danny, how are you doing today?
What's up, Carissa? Thank you for having me on the show. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm really excited. I've written a lot of questions down that I wanted to ask you. So basically, my first question is what got you into wrestling?
Well, I mean, everybody who's been following me for a while and has watched podcasts with me and has heard this story over and over, but I've just been a fan since I was a kid. Like I was a huge fan of The Rock. I was a huge fan of Eddie Guerrero growing up. The storytelling, the art of it all. It was the entertainment side that captivated me as a kid and made me want to do it.
Wow, that's really great. And I know that um, you were on AEW Dark. You was on AEW Dark. You wrestled John Moxley. That I do believe that was the first match I've watched. So what was it like wrestling Moxley and wrestling in AEW?
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to John Moxley on his recovery. He looks amazing. He's doing great. I'm happy to see that. Him and his beautiful wife Renee are doing good. They're beautiful little baby. So shout out to Moxley and his family. John was great, man. Him and I had a really good match. It was one of my favorite matches. It was the main event of Elevation. I actually wrestled him twice. I think a couple weeks after that, I teamed with Royce Isaacs, another Team Filthy member, to take on John and Eddie. And it was just a great time, man. I learned a lot from being in the ring with him. He brought out a real fight in me, I really, really appreciated that about him. Wrestling for AEW was awesome. I had a great time. I had a lot of great matches there. I got to wrestle the best wrestlers in the world. I got to wrestle Kenny Omega on Dynamite. Got to wrestle Kenny Omega on Elevation. I got to wrestle Ray Phoenix. Brian Cage, Konosuke Takeshita, which is my favorite match of all time. I was just in the ring with the best of the best, Matt Sydal. So it was a really good time. Tony Khan is an awesome boss. I had a great time working there. And yeah, you never know.
Yeah. So I actually wanted to transition from AEW. You've been on New Japan Strong. You've been on a lot of the episodes and a lot and at the taping. So what has it been like, working New Japan Strong? And who was the one to actually reach out to you to actually do a taping?
Well, I did the New Japan tryout. I was invited out by Rocky Romero. I came out, to New Japan Strong. I made my debut at Lions Break Collision, wrestled TJP. Had a great match with TJ, and then I became a regular, and then I turned on Rocky Romero because he's a slime ball and joined Team Filthy. And for the last almost 2 years, I've been beating his ass all over. And I love wrestling in Japan. I love being part of Team Filthy. I love working with Tom Lawler, Kratos, Royce, and Jarrell. Now we got Black Tiger. So it's great, man. I think we like the most fun on that show. I think if people tuning in to New Japan Strong, they want to see Team Filthy. They want to see what we're going to do. They want to see us strike our pose. It's been great. We got the longest reigning, first and only, New Japan Strong Overweight champ, Tom Lawler, as the leader. So it's been a good time. I've been having a lot of fun, and it feels good to be back on the road with them.
So I know that you are part of Team Filthy in New Japan Strong. So do you think there might be any time where you could possibly turn on Tom Lawler and end up?
Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
I mean,
why would I turn on the first and only longest reigning champion? I'm the Filthy Poppy. Why would I turn on Tom Lawler? Tom extended an olive branch after I took Rocky's head off, and I've been running with Tom since. Come on, Team Filthy needs the Poppy. Why would I do that? And if I was gonna do that, you think I'm gonna say it on live podcast and ruin this? No, I have no intentions on ever turning on Team Filthy. And I know that Team Filthy loves me very much. So,
wow. So I know last summer, I believe, there was a taping for MLW, and you debuted as 5150 with Slice Boogie, Conan, and Julius Smokes. So who basically reached out to you and said we want you in MLW, and like what were like the conversations you had when you finally knew that you were going to eventually sign with the company?
Well, my contract with AEW was I was on like a tier 0 1 year kind of thing with AEW. And once that was over, Conan reached out to me and told me he had this idea for LAX 5150, the new version with Slice Boogie. And Slice Boogie and I, at the time, we were the current, United Wrestling Network World Tag Team Champions as part of the Bodega at United Wrestling Network. And so it was a no-brainer for me. Slice is my boy. Him and I got natural good chemistry. So I knew that it was gonna be a good thing. It was me, Slice, Julius Smokes, Conan. Then Homicide came in, and in our third time there, we won the MLW World Tag Team Championships. So I think we're doing good. I think we're having a good time. We just went to Puerto Rico and took championship gold in Puerto Rico. We just putting on for the culture. So it was a no-brainer for me. Working at MLW has been a blast. I'm having a lot of fun. I love the creative freedom I have, the ability to really talk. They're giving me a lot of time with the microphone, and that's one of the things I do the best in wrestling. A lot of other companies didn't really give me that opportunity, but MLW, they seen something in me and they letting me do what I do with the mic. And I do a lot of the talking on New Japan Strong with Team Filthy, and United Wrestling Network was the place where I really started crafting my promo skills. So I've always been a shit talker. And I think that MLW is really highlighting that about me.
And I know for MLW, you guys actually just did a taping in Mexico. So what was that like, performing in front of like the Mexican fans? And
Well, I mean,
the arena was so.
I've wrestled at the Fausto Gutierrez Auditorium many times. Conan, matter of fact, was the first person to bring me out there in 2016 for the Crash. I did a few appearances with the Crash, and then I did a few appearances out there with AAA when Conan brought me out there for AAA. So I've had a working relationship with Conan for a while now, since 2016. And now, doing it with MLW, it was bigger stakes. I used to open the show, with a one-on-one match there, and then this time I'm there defending the World Tag Team Championships against two legends of Mexico, Aerostar and Drago. So me and Slides beat the shit out of them, killed another Lucha Legacy. And we got the ball rocking. We went out and partied in Mexico afterwards.
Wow, that's really great. Really interesting to know that your relationship with Conan is, very, known in a way, and the fact that you actually did stuff with AAA, which really amazes me because I would have to do my research on that, but hearing that you did AAA, I was like, I had to watch that.
I mean, I've wrestled with every major company that there is except Ring of Honor and WWE. I mean, I've done WWE extra work and stuff like that, but I don't count it. So I've wrestled with for every company that there is to wrestle for, and hopefully one day we'll see, where else I go.
Yeah. So leading away from the wrestling, I know you are a filmmaker, you're an actor, and you just did your debut on NCIS, one of the shows that I absolutely love. So what was that like, doing NCIS?
It was fun. It was a good time. NCIS has been around for 19 years. Getting to audition, just, want to shout out my agent, Matthew Fox from Chasing Agency. He got me the audition. He gets me a lot of auditions. I'm always auditioning. And so, the role was for military, was to play the role of a Marine. I did that for 10 years. Like, I know how to do that. And it was a great time. On set, I had so much fun. Everybody was so respectful. Everybody was so fun and easy to work with. The director was great. The cast and crew was great. And I had a lot of fun, man. It was a real quick little opening scene, but it was a fun scene to shoot. And yeah, I am a filmmaker. My film, Joe Rib, won 6 awards at the film festivals this last summer that just passed. And I got a lot of projects I'm working on right now, a couple of auditions I got to do this week. So, I'm just enjoying it. I'm really just enjoying life and making the most out of it, doing what I want to do, because life is short and I ain't got time to be stressing over shit that don't matter. I just want to pursue dreams and open doors. Forbidden doors.
Forbidden doors. That's a great one. And I know that you have a daughter, and I watched your video on Instagram where she was, I believe she was playing on her PS5, and she was like really into it, and she wasn't paying attention to you at all. So what's it like having a daughter, being a father?
I'm a girl dad, when I found out her mom was pregnant, I wanted so bad for it to be a boy, you know, because I think every dad wants a boy. But when I found out it was a girl, like my life changed. That's my little baby. She's a superstar already. She's working. She's doing commercials. She's doing films. You know, proud of her, of course. And I just, you know, I'm blessed to be her dad. She changed my life. And she makes me see things in life a lot differently. She be calling me out on my shit. You know, she holds me accountable. She's smart. So it's good. You know, I have a lot of fun being a dad. I'm really good at it. You know, that's one of the things I'm the best at, being a father. So
And I know that you said that you did the Marines for 10 years. So what was it like, so basically a lot of people in high school never know what they're going to do after. If they're going to go to college or if they're going to like go to Marines or the Army or any of those. So what was it like, being in the Marines, and when did you know that you were going to do that for so long?
I never wanted to be in the military. I never had any plans to be in the military. I was a troublemaker growing up, so I was always in trouble. I was kicked out of 2 high schools. I played baseball from age 7 to age 17, and I didn't get to play baseball my senior year because it was my third high school after getting kicked out of 2. And they already had their baseball team set. I'm a senior, like they're not gonna kick off their starting shortstop, their starting second baseman for some new kid that's probably gonna get in trouble based on his history. So I couldn't play baseball. I had nothing to do. I had no plans. I didn't even know there was such thing as independent wrestling. I didn't know how to act. I was a Puerto Rican kid from New York, and I had no future. So I joined the military at 17 years old and changed my life. And I did 10 years, and now I'm living in Hollywood, California. You know, I'm enjoying life. So
That's great. And I know I myself am a fellow New Yorker. I live in Queens. So I want to know, what was it like growing up in New York City, and what changed, like, how did it change your life, basically?
there's no place like New York. I think that being from New York definitely uh, made me who I am. I never want to move back though. I'm happy in California. Shit, I'm happy anywhere with the sun and beautiful women. So, I mean, I don't want to deal with cold winter storms and snowstorms and the rain. And I'm good. You know, I love New York. It raised me. It taught me things. I learned a lot. I grew up fast mentality, streetwise, street smarts, all that stuff. And I'm thankful to New York for that. And I'll always rep New York. But I'm happy in California. You know, so I ain't going back.
Even like for a vacation or a visit or whatever?
Yeah, I go visit my grandma. I go visit my family and shit. But I'm there 3 or 4 days max. Like, and that's max. Like, I can't do it longer than that. I
I'm
go,
already
I land at JFK. I go to the
oh,
Chinese restaurant, get me some pork fried rice and chicken wings, some chicken and broccoli, an egg roll, some duck sauce. The next day in the morning, I have a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. Then I go to get some pizza for lunch. Then my grandma cooks for me. And, I repeat that same cycle the next day. And then I'm on a plane back to Cali. Like, that's it. That's literally my routine every time I'm there.
oh my god, oh my god. But yeah, we're dealing with a snowstorm right now. It's been snowing since like last night.
Look, and me, like, I was just in a t-shirt outside chilling. I'm about to go hang out by the pool probably, actually. So
Wow.
it's
I
January, almost February, and I'm about to go hang out by the pool. Can't do that in New York.
Nah, I myself do want to get out of New York because I can't deal with like the 4 seasons. I just want sun all day, every day, and no rain, no snow, no none of that. Like I really just want to get out of like just the environment itself, basically, and venture out to new places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, uh, this wraps up our interview. Um,
Awesome.
Do you have anything you love to promote? The floor is yours.
Nah, I'm good. I think, if anybody's listening, you can follow me on all social media at Danny Limelight, prowrestlingtees.com/Danny Limelight. Make sure you're tuning into MLW. Make sure you're tuning into New Japan Strong. Make sure you're tuning into United Wrestling Network's Championship Wrestler from Hollywood. That's where you can see me. I don't really do indie bookings no more, so if you want to see me, that's what I'm doing. Or you just go to YouTube, look my name up. Y'all know how to find me. I'm easy to find. And if you really want to find me, I'm in the club every night. So you just pop up somewhere in LA. You probably see me there too. So Good talking to you, Carissa. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Body Slam Net, for having me. Mi gente, stay blessed, and we'll talk soon, all right?
All right. Guys, you heard him. Go check out MLW, New Japan Strong, and any other shows that he's been on. And if you haven't watched this episode on NCIS, please go look it up and go watch it. He did an amazing job. I applaud him for that. So yeah, guys, I'll give you guys a hint for the next interview. This person is a technical beast. That's all I'm gonna say. But
It's probably
thank you so
TJ
much for.
Perkins. Probably TJ Perkins.
I'll tell you off air. I'll tell you off air.
Or Davey Richards.
Thank you so much, Danny, for doing this interview. I'm so glad I got to do my first ever interview by myself and doing it under the bodyslam.net brand. So thank you so much. I hope everybody has a great day and checks out this interview. I put all my heart into this. So yeah, this wraps up our interview.